Nobody's out here yet?
I don't know.
No, I don't see any messages. There we go.
Yep. I just got.
Oh, it says we can hear you.
No, they can't. Unless you got the wrong microphone going.
It says Angie, we can hear you.
You got the wrong mic.
I got the wrong mic on?
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. Oh, yes, I do have the wrong mic on. Hi, everybody. Well, I hope we've been behaving. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's just leave it on. I'm going to say hello to everybody. And then, well, I got to remember to switch it to the proper mic before we go. But anyway, let's see. Who do we have out here? Margie's here. Sandra Lawson is here. Deb is here. Sandra Haynes. Lori from Western New York. Who else is here? Margie. Kim McDaniel is here. Yes, you can hear me but not see me because I'm on the wrong microphone.
Well,
So I thought I'd run with it. Ariel is here. Teresa Jarvis. B is here. B. Oh, Corrine. Hi, Corrine. Susan Mead. Marianne. Sue D. Who else is here? Sharada. Not sure which one. I always feel so bad if I mispronounce somebody's name. Helen is here and Cindy Patty. Oh, Cindy, I saw your new puppy. I saw your new baby. Oh my goodness, he looks just so cute. Oh, who else is here? Robin Justice. Oh, Yarley's is here. Hi. Muriel is here, watching from Alabama, listening from Alabama right now. All right, I'm gonna turn this sound off right now because we've only got a few seconds. So I'll be back in a moment.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay, tell everybody to let you know if they can hear
6,
you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody! Now you can see me too. Hopefully you can hear me. Let's get some, wave your hands in the air if you can hear me. Hopefully that when I switch the mic over, all was good there. So it's always a little freaky, like when we make a mistake with the mic. And then when you guys start saying, "Hey Angie, we can hear you," I go, "Oh no, what did we say? Were we arguing? Were we bickering? Was I nice?" Anyway, hello. I see so many more people coming in. Yay! Thank you. Hand waving. I love seeing all this. It's so much fun. Okay, so I'm so sorry about last week. Our production crew, aka Alan, has been down and out with a terrible sinus infection that started last Wednesday. And I'm very fortunate in that I don't have like one of those crybaby men that, like worse than your youngest child when they get sick kind of thing. Alan is not like that at all. He is a plow through, keep going, got to get it done, don't want to fall behind. He's not going to go to the doctor. He's going to kick this. He doesn't get sick, all that kind of stuff. He's that guy, which is wonderful until he can't get up. And then he feels really, really awful. And that actually happened on Monday. So, so by the time he visited the doctor, I think he probably got a little bit of a lecture and said, "Don't wait so long next time." But anyway, he is starting to feel better. And so now we can be in the same room as long as he has a bag over his head. We're good. Alrighty. So we got some fun things tonight. I wanted to play with our floral silhouette stamps. This is a stamp set that, there's tons of silhouette stamps out there. And I really wanted to have a set. I mean, silhouette stamps date back to when, oh my gosh, I want to say like maybe the earliest I saw them, I was probably in my 20s when I first started stamping with cards and stuff. And there were silhouette stamps way back then. So they go back a long, long way. And I really wanted to have a set that was very light and airy and something that would just, carry on and last through the years and would also be able to be used with other things and, easily coordinate with other things, because it's, we're real big on mixing and matching, and don't buy a set, use it once and cast it aside. We like to use them over and over and, year after year. So that's what this wow, I just made up a new word.
Floral.
Our floral wet, our floral silhouette stamp is all about. So I really wanted to play with that tonight, and I grabbed a few other things to play as well. And then, just before going live, it dawned on me, I'm going on HSN on Tuesday, the 17th. So mark your calendars. The 17th, if you wanted to tune in and watch, we're going to be on in the 7 a.m. hour, and this is all Eastern time zone. So 7 a.m., yes, I'm going to have to get up before 7 a.m. So we're going to be in the 7 a.m. hour, sometime in that hour. We're going to have 2 shows back to back in that hour, and then we'll be back again in the 10 a.m. hour. Again, 2 shows back to back. You're going to look for me. We've got 2 brand new kits that are going to be on HSN, and I'm super excited about them. Actually, if you go to hsn.com and you search for LDRS Creative, you will find them. And I think Linnea might actually probably put them up, put the links to them up on the screen if you wanted, if you were interested in them. The reason I'm pointing this out now is not only so you can tune in and watch, because I love when you do that. I think it's so much fun to see you guys there, and it's really exciting to have your support while we're there too. But I'm going to be showing you the products here, a closer look, and some sneak peeks of some of the projects that we're going to have on the show as well. So very excited about that. But first, we're going to get to the floral silhouettes. Oh, I also want to mention too, for anybody who might be new, we always do a giveaway at the end. So the only way we know if you're here is if you leave a comment. I don't care if you leave a comment, just say, hey, my name is such and such, or hey, what an ugly sweater you have on tonight. Whatever it is you want to say, try and keep it nice. But the only way we know you're here is if you leave a comment, and we will select a name for the giveaway at the end, and we'll select it from the comments. Actually, Alan does that for me so that, nobody can accuse me of, I don't know, anything. I let him be the one. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to switch the camera, and we're going to get rolling. Okay, so, no, you can zoom in. This is my well-loved set. Oops, why is that not focused? Mr. Hunt?
I don't know, what'd you do to it?
What did I do to it? Houston, we have a problem.
Try something that's not fuzzed.
They're all fuzzed.
How about this one?
Okay, but when I start working, we're going to have to use the zoom. But all right. Uh-oh. Something's not right with the camera. Okay. This is why we test beforehand. We must not have tested that one. So anyway, here we go. This is the floral silhouette. 8 stamps in here, photopolymer stamps. You can see I've already played with half of them. We have some in here where we have flowers, and like some of the leaves are mixed in here with flowers at the base. Here we have just the flowers at the top with the leaves, and the reason I point that out is, well, I'll get to that in a moment. And then we have some where we have just leaves if you wanted to do that. When I was making my card, I started with this one, and I thought, you know what? It's great if you're going to do it all in one color, but I wanted to do the top a different color than the leaves. And I only wanted to work with 2 colors, and I wanted it to be fast. So this one didn't work out after all for me as well, just for the technique that I was using. So I ended up using this one, and this one. And that's why you can see a little bit of color on those. But anyway, here's what they look like. We always kind of show you on the back what everything looks like when they're colored up. So this is a 4x6 stamp set. I grabbed a couple more things. I ended up using the Love Stack. Love Stack, baby, Love Stack. So I used the Love Stack. This is 1 stamp. If you're not familiar with our stack stamps, 1 stamp, and it has 11 sentiments on it. It's also going to stamp those little squares, and when it stamps those squares, you're going to grab your coordinating die, and you're going to line up those squares and run that through your die cutting machine, and it's going to cut all those out into 11 separate sentiment strips. I'm going to show you that when we get to it. So we have this one, which is the original sentiment stack. It has that ribbon cut edge, And then we also have the Sentiment Stack die number 2 that has the blunt edge, which is the one that I'm going to be using tonight. So I'm going to put this one aside. So I'm going to be using the blunt edge. And then, just for fun, we also have the shadow stack die so that you can cut these and have a shadow strip to mount your die cut sentiment stack strips to. I'm not going to be, I don't think I'm going to use that tonight. My plan is not to use it tonight, but I wanted to show you just in case so you knew we had it. So I'm going to set that aside also. So far these are the 3 things I'm going to work with. So technically, I mean, if you don't have these, you can use any sentiments. You don't have to use these, but this is what I'm going to use. And then we've also got this one here, which I've used. Uh-oh, cameras are moving because Mr. Hunt is working on the Zoom. That was a little nauseating. This is the Big Word Love die, and we use this. I used this a couple 2 or 3 weeks ago. So if you want to see, I have another video tutorial, live tutorial. If you look on YouTube, you'll find that. But anyway, I'm going to be using the 2 love dies here. So the love die plus the shadow die. We're going to use those today. And then I also grabbed, just for fun, some enamel dots, just a whole array of colors, just in case I need them. But then as I was going through, and I'll tell you that little story, but I found these. I'm cleaning out the studio here because we're going to be redoing the studio. And so we're getting rid of a whole bunch of things, and I found these. And I'm like, those are perfect because this is a Valentine card, so I'm going to use them. Okay, so we're going to get started with this, though. Alan, did you fix the Zoom or no?
Not yet.
Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. All right, just a warning. If anybody hears a crash, it's not me. It's Alan. Oh my gosh, he's up on the island and he's freaking me out. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead with my Misty. Now, I know people have asked questions in the past. I've seen them, whether you're asking me or if people are asking, you know, I've just seen questions where people say, you know, which size Misty should I get? You know, which size stamping platform, whatever it is you're getting, whether it's a Misty or something else. Which size should I get? This is the size. This is a small one that I use the most. This is my go-to. This is the original size, and I know they have a larger size too, which I don't have, but this is one that I'm going to use today. And this is one that I go to if I'm going to be working with slimline cards because it's longer, but also for the way that I'm going to be stamping today because I'm going to be kind of stamping off the page a little bit. And it's going to work better with the bigger platform. So I have my Nina Classic Crest Solar White cardstock. This is an A2 size 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I'm actually going to trim that down before I go. I'm going to trim that down 1/8 of an inch on the long side, and then 1/8 of an inch on the short side. And that's because I want to be able to mat that with a color behind it. But I don't want to go larger overall than A2. So I'm doing it beforehand so I get a really good visual on, you know, where I'm going to be stamping. I still haven't replaced that blade, so I get these little fuzzies. All right, I got to replace the blade on my I'm going to call it scissors. What is that thing called?
Physics.
No, it's not Sizzix. It's my, this thing.
Okay.
Paper trimmer. Okay. So I've got these, and I've got my stamps. And I'm going to be working with only 2 colors. I grabbed a beautiful pink and a green. The first thing I did was grab my papers, just so you know. I shouldn't say the first thing I did. First thing I did was grab my ink colors, and then I grabbed my papers. I wanted to make sure that I had a pink just in my stash that was going to work really well with it. And it looks, I don't know if it might look a little orangey on the camera, but this is actually a pink. It's a beautiful pink, and it matches the Lipstick Jungle hybrid ink perfectly. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I think this is basil, but I don't even know. I have so many different kinds. So I have the Lipstick Jungle, and then the other one I have is Key Lime Pie. I wanted a really bright, springy look to this card. So anyway, I did make, like I was saying, I did make sure I had cardstock that was going to match because I wanted to be able to matte that in the background. So we're going to get started with those two colors, and we're going to be working with this floral silhouette. I'm going to grab, there we go, these three. Let me set this aside. So the three stamps that I want are right here. I'm going to grab these and I'm going to set them on this little piece of the acetate that I pulled off the top. And the reason I'm doing that is because as I was working and preparing just kind of playing and strategizing, if you will, I kept putting it back on here and I kept grabbing the wrong stamps all the time. So I just wanted to separate the three that I'm going to be working with. And I'm just going to create a background pattern here. That's what I want to do with these. And I think it's going to be a really fun card in the end, and really simple. So I'm going to take my my mint tape. Whoops. This is my mint tape from scrapbook.com. And I'm just going to grab a few little pieces that I'm going to use to mask off parts of the stamp as needed as I'm stamping. Because, like I said, I want to get a couple of colors on my card. I'm not on my card, but well, yeah, I guess so, on the card, but on the each one of these stamps. So the top where the flower is going to be a pink, and then the bottom where the leaves are is going to be a green. So we're going to go ahead and I'm just going to start laying these out. It doesn't really matter which one is going to go where, but I want to kind of make sure I can plan for having these kind of all over. And when I said stamping off the page, I'm actually going to extend the stamp a little bit off of the paper so that I'm not keeping it all contained. I want it to look like it just continues and goes on and on and on. So, all right, Alan sent me a message. He's not able to fix the zoom right now, so we're going to be stuck with this view. All right, so sorry about that. I'm going to move my little magnet up. I'm going to make sure, because I don't want this paper to move at all. And I didn't put tape or anything underneath it. I don't want to mess with that. But I'm going to take this little piece of tape now, and I'm going to place that underneath where the pink is going to go and just mask off some of that leafy part there. Alan, we lost camera. What'd you do?
What do you mean lost camera?
The whole camera went off.
Okay.
Don't do that again.
You mean the monitor went out?
Okay. I don't know. Everything just went out on me. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and ink up the top here of this. And I guarantee you I'm getting it everywhere it's not supposed to go. So I'm going to go ahead and just clean that up. Where is my Stampendable? Right here. Here we go. Look how pretty. Don't worry if you get... I did this when I was playing earlier, and I thought, I'm not going to make that mistake again because I've made it once. I forgot to remove the tape. So all that little bit there went right there. What a goofball. Anyway, I'm not going to worry about it because it's only a teeny little bit. I'm going to cover it with the green anyway. So now I'm going to cover up that pink flower there. All right, so now let's hope I don't make that mistake again. I make mistakes every single time. This is what it's really like when I craft. Remove the tape. There we go. It should cover that up. It wasn't a whole lot. And see, can't even tell. It's really awesome. Now, where's my cleaner? Here's my Extreme Clean. Because I'm using a hybrid ink, it has a longer dry time, right? And hybrid inks will also reactivate each other. But I'm going to go ahead and wipe this clean because it has a longer drying time, and I want to make sure that when I grab it, it's fresh. And when I lay it down, again, like this one I've already cleaned from using it before, so I know when I lay it down I don't have any extra residue on it, so it's not going to be a problem here. I'm not going to leave behind any excess unwanted ink. Of course, it wouldn't be an issue now because it has dried and it was a little while ago when I did it, but I'm just saying if I were using it like right away, you want to make sure you clean it. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead now using the same one here. This one's going to require 2 because the flower comes kind of down a little bit on an angle. So I'm going to put that one there. That's why I have 4 pieces here. And put this one here just to cover the little leafy green areas. And I'm going to stamp, get that good inked up in the pink. Wipe off this excess. Remove the tape. And then stamp. Look how cute. So, so cute. And then I can go now back over with the green. Okay, covering up the flowers. Go in, make sure you have your green ink. Ink that up. There we go. And then stamp. And look how cute. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm going to do one more of these and then I'm going to show you what the finished one looks like because I did do one of these already. This is literally all I did, was just kind of playing and positioning them. So let's put this one. We got the one with this. This one always looks like the dandelions that you would just kind of blow in the wind. So pretty. Just kind of lay that in there and then I would just keep adding more and more and more. So here's the third flower. Cover up. Ooh, Let's go here. That green. There we go. Inky, inky. And then one more color, and then I'll show you the finished product. Look how pretty. So cute. I love this. So again, covering up the flower. This is something you could literally do while you're watching television. This out of the way. There we go. Look how cute. Isn't that gorgeous? I missed a little bit of that green up at the tippy top there, so I'm going to put this back here and just get a little bit of ink up there. There you go. Now it's perfectly connected. Easy. These are the easiest stamps to work with. They're so, so fun. So I would keep going with that over and over and literally just kind of, fitting them in there wherever, I try not to have 2 right next to each other that are alike. So like this one here, I might grab this one. This is the same flower here and maybe have it go in at a slightly different angle. Maybe put that one up there and then come in with this one and even come in off the page like this or something. And you literally just kind of puzzle piece them in there together and just kind of have fun with it. And you can do a different design every time, really, to be honest with you. They're really, really fun. And there's, if you wanted to do one of these, let's say, with only the leafy greens or whatever, you could do that. I mean, you could create beautiful backgrounds. I love this stuff. It's so, so fun to do. So from here, I would keep playing, and then I would end up with this. Let's get these little pieces out of here before I make a really big mess. So isn't that beautiful? And I started, as I was doing this, I'll tell you too. Well, all right, let me get in there. Let me get into the next part and tell you. I started to think about how I was going to layer it up. So there's a little bit of white space in here. If I wanted to fill that in with some leafy greens, I could do that. But I'm not going to worry about it because If you remember that big love die, let me get my little stash of stuff here. If you remember that big love die, this is what I cut from that love die. I wish I could zoom in. Alan said we can't zoom in. He's going to have to fix it later. So I apologize for not being able to come in with a really good tight shot on this. But remember this die? So this die right here, that love die, I cut this right here. And I cut it a couple of times and just adhered it to itself. So it's a little bit thicker. All right, so that is actually going to go like right here. So once I got to the bottom and I started placing my stamps, I realized kind of what I was going to do with it. And I thought, I'm going to make sure I can see that one. And so because I don't have anything in this little spot here, I'm not really worried about it because part of the V goes in there anyway. So think about how you're going to layer it up too, and think about what you want to see through the little, windows, if you will, through what's going to go on top. And then the other piece with the outer die, that shadow die, I used it to cut a little piece of vellum. So I thought that would be really pretty just to separate those two. And so that's going to go like that. Isn't that pretty? It just gives me a little bit of a softened effect. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere the love die to the vellum. There we go. I don't really need a lot. You can just dot a little bit around if you want. Don't need a whole lot. There we go. I do want to make sure get this on here just right. And I'm using a liquid glue because it gives me a little bit of extra time to kind of move things around a little and make sure that they're properly centered. Let me get a darker piece of paper here so you can really see what that looks like. Look how pretty that is. That is so beautiful. Gosh, that even looks gorgeous on that color, doesn't it? Oh, goodness. All right, I'm going to actually set this aside and I'm going to rest my smaller Misty on top of it, right there, just so it will dry perfectly in place. I'm going to go ahead, I've already trimmed this piece. This pink piece here is an A2. That means it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I'm going to mount this like that. You get that tiny little bit of frame. But I'm going to pop this one up on a little bit of foam first. Where's my foam? Mr. Hunt! I can't find my foam. Uh-oh, here it is. Okay. I feel a little disorganized today. I'm going to think about this. Do I want this one up on foam? Yeah, I do. That's going to be really cute. I love having a lot of dimension on my cards. And I love doing cards like this because they're really easy. You know, there's no coloring, there's no painting, none of that. Not that I don't like coloring and painting. I actually love coloring and painting, but I just don't always have time for it. So putting together cards like this, they're so quick and easy. And then I'm going to do something that I saw Elena do. She's on our design team. And I saw her add a little bit of glue over the top of the foam, like so, because it gives her a little bit of dry time while she positions it. And I thought, that's just genius. So you no longer have that moment where you put that down there and it's not absolutely perfect. I can still move it around just ever so slightly. There we go. And it was just a tiny little bit of glue, so it's going to dry quickly. There we go. This one should already be dry. That is going to go here. And my question is, you know what? Here's what I don't know. I don't know if I want to pop that up on a little foam. So I'm going to pretend like I do want to pop it up on foam, and I'm going to do a few pieces. and see if I like it. If I don't, well, that's okay. I won't use it. I can always peel that off. So I'm not going to, I'm just going to lay that on there just ever so gently without pressing it down and see if I like that popped up on foam. And you know what I do? I think it gives me a little more of a shadow even behind that vellum, which is nice. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to press those down. Did I get that one in the right spot? Or can I see that through? Nope, that looks good. So I need one more little piece, I think. Maybe a couple more little pieces. Oops, that one landed on the floor. We'll get that later. This curves a little bit over here, but it's in the middle, so I don't think that's going to be a problem. That looks pretty. And then we have a couple of little pieces here. Now I could have put, let's see if that shows at all. No, it doesn't. I could have put the vellum all the way down on the card, but I wanted to have that little shadow behind that too. I love having little shadowy areas. These are going to be some tiny little pieces because this is a real skinny little area here, but it's going to be well worth it just to make sure that we maintain the integrity of the shape. There we go. And then I'm going to do one tiny little piece right over here in the middle. Right here. That should do it. Just a little bit of lift. This is only like a 1/16 of an inch, and it is the Scotch foam tape, and I love it. It's my favorite. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, peel these off. Such a pretty card. So for those of you that haven't made Valentine's cards yet, I think this is a really cute one. In fact, I might even give this to my sweetheart. Alan, do you think my sweetheart would like this?
I don't know. I don't know who that is.
Alan. All right, let's see. Let's try and get this centered to some degree. Looks good. I think that looks good. Looks straight. I could get out a ruler, but then I'd have to go get out a ruler. So I'm not going to do it. All right. And then I'm going to go ahead and mount this right to the front of my A2 card, and then we're not even quite done yet. So let's see. Let's go ahead and now this is an A2 card topper or a card base. This started out as 8.5 by 11. This is my Neenah Classic Crest Solar White. So this started out as 8.5 by 11. I wanted it to be top folding because it stands nicer that way. So I cut it at 4 1/4 here and then scored at 5 1/2. So we're going to go ahead and just get a fair amount of some good heavy tape on there. Oops. Goodness gracious. Everything wants to fall today. And put this right up at the top. Oopsie. It goes sideways on me. What's happening? I think that looks good. Isn't that pretty and springy? We're not done yet. We are not done yet. I still have one more little thing to do. Well, maybe one. We'll see. A couple more things. So here, remember those little sentiments I told you about? These are it's the love stack. So I already went ahead and I stamped them with my watermark. And then I embossed them with gold embossing powder. All right. And now they are a beautiful, shiny gold. Isn't that stunning? They almost look like they were foiled. They're so pretty. Last thing we need to do with them is cut them out. So I'm going to grab my sentiment stack coordinating die, and we're going to get this cut out. And let's see. Remember I mentioned those little squares. Now, one thing I'll mention too, if you don't know, if you're not familiar with these, we have a whole bunch of different themes. So we've got love, we have essentials, we've got Christmas and fall and birthday and all kinds of things. And here's the great thing about it. Once you have the die, you don't need to repurchase the die. I mean, you can have a couple of dies, so you could have the one that has the blunt edge, and you can have the one that has that ribbon cut edge, which is right here, okay? And it gives you a different look. But I use those both on the same stamp set. In fact, I use these on all of the stamp sets. So you only have to purchase your die once, and you can get all the different stamp sets and use them all with the same die, which is really nice. We also have a set of wave sentiments with wave dies as well. So it's a really, really economical way of building your collection of your stack stamps and dies. So I'm going to lay this right over the top of it here, and I'm going to lay it over so that I can see those little squares through the squares in the die. And then I'm going to tape this down. Let me make sure I got that exactly where it needs to be. And you got to understand too, there's going to be a little bit of a tolerance, meaning if you have to go slightly up or slightly down, we are dealing with manufactured products. So it is possible that, there's going to be a little bit of a tolerance. I had somebody once say, oh, but I could see a tiny little bit of white next to the square. And I went, well, okay, but that's okay. Don't worry about it. You're still going to have your sentiments, aligned beautifully in there, and it's still going to work perfectly for you. So I'm going to go ahead and give this to Alan. I'm going to put this on here. He's going to go ahead and run that through the machine for me because I have too much on my stuff, too many things going on. So while he does that for me, he's like Mr. Muscle here. I'm going to go ahead and put my stamp set away so I don't lose anything. By the time I get that put away, he's going to be handing that to me. So here we go. So he just ran that through. And look at them just fall out. The only ones that don't fall out are the ones that are connected to the tape that I put there to hold the die. Look how perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So now I have all of these perfectly cut sentiment strips. All of them are different. All 11 of them are absolutely gorgeous. So I just had to pick which one I want to use on this card. I'm going to go ahead and put this away. There is a right side and a wrong side for this too, by the way. Meaning, you're going to use it, let me do it this way. You're going to use it in this direction here. If I flip it in that direction, it's not going to fit some of them. So there is an up and a down side, right? Okay, so pay attention to that when you cut with it, when you're lining it up. That's because they're not all the exact same size all the way down. All right, where's my packaging for that? I lost it. Well, that's okay. We'll just set that aside. All right, so now I need to pick one of these. This says love, and I want one. I love being yours. You always make me feel loved. You'll never know how much I love you. My favorite times are always with you. You're truly amazing. Love you forever. To the moon and back again. That's really cute. That can fit there. This is where I want to put it. It's like right there. But I'm thinking, I want to see how the XOXO is going to fit if I just put it right there. And I don't think that's going to be long enough. No, I don't think that's long enough. Okay. To the moon and back again. Oh, what is this? What does this one say? I would find you in any lifetime. I love that. That's what we're going to use. I would find you in any lifetime. I think that's gorgeous. No matter where you are. That is like a we are truly meant to be together kind of a sentiment. Very pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that up on a little bit of foam. I'm going to put it right in the center. Let's see how much more I can extend out. Yeah, I don't think I should, because then it's going to go, you got to pay attention to what it's connecting to underneath. Now if you wanted to support it a little bit more, you could, like on those little ends there, but I think it's going to be fine because it's going to have that little bit of that V and the E underneath there too. So let's make sure that is centered. And straight. I think straight is good as well. What do you think of that? Do you like that? I think that's pretty. I would find you in any lifetime. And how about then adding some of these little hearts? Are those going to work? The light pink ones? I don't know. It's either going to be the hearts or it's going to be some of the enamel dots. So let's see how we do. I haven't tried these yet, so I don't know how they're going to work. The hearts are red and pink. So that red might be a little dark, but we'll see. Might actually be kind of nice too. Let's see. I don't know. Do we like those? I don't know if I like that.
Not the dark one.
You like the light one, but not the dark one?
I thought it was clear.
No, it's a light pink. I just don't know if I like the hearts with the flowers up here.
Yeah.
It's kind of big. So let's put those aside. And let's see. Let's do some of these. This is the McKenna set. And I think this pink right here looks really nice. Oh, somebody said, oh, make the O in love. Oh, a shaker full of hearts. That would be really cute, wouldn't it? I wonder if I could put a couple in there. Let's see. It's not really a shaker, but could put a few hearts in there. I don't think I like the red with it though. Yeah, I think it's just too much, but I do like the heart in there. Heart's cute in there. But I think I'm going to go with the, I think I'm going to see what we do. Not with that one, but with that one. That looks really nice. I'm so bad with these. I never know where to put these. Wouldn't you know it?
I like it how it is.
You like it how it is?
Yeah.
I think it needs some shine.
Yeah.
Yeah, just some pretty little shine. So I'm just going to put a few of these around. I don't know where though. This is what I do. Oh my gosh, where are they going to go? Maybe I don't put, maybe I'll just put clear. I'm going to do some clear. Kathy, somebody's out there watching me going, Ian, she just put some on there. Come on.
That's me.
I never know where to put them. How about a little pink one there? Just kind of pop a few on. Do I have a lime green? A lime, this one is like a lime green. This one is in the lovely watercolor. This is why it's so important to have like multiples of these things. You can put a lime green out here too. That will be kind of pretty. Just kind of, I don't know, adding a little bit of something, something. One there. Maybe put one out here. And a little pink here. And then maybe just one little green. I don't know. I kind of like having like a few of the colors in there. I think it's kind of pretty. Just a little touch of something. I don't know, maybe they're not needed. Who knows? I just never know where to put them. I think I'm going to get rid of this one. Yes, I'm spending too much time on these. All right, I'm not getting rid of it. It is on there now. I don't want to tear it, so we're going to leave it. Okay, so that I'm going to leave that like that for now. And we're going to put these away, and I might play with those a little bit later. I don't know. Just mess around with them and see where they work and where they don't. But we're going to leave it like that. All right, so look how pretty. Isn't that so cute? I love it. I think it's just gorgeous. And it looks like patterned paper back there. And it's not. I made that, and you can make it too. Yay. I think it's so pretty. Very cool. Okay, so before we go anywhere, because remember when I said I've got HSN coming up. So I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to give you guys a look at what we've got coming on HSN. Now remember, HSN is next Tuesday. It is the 17th of January. I'm going to be on in the 7 a.m. hour and then again in the 10 a.m. hour. This is one of our new sets. Ah, love these. Love these. So this is called, the kit I believe is called In the Spotlight. And it's because of the spotlight stencils that we have here and they're slimline. And then it's also called In Flight because this is all about little critters that fly. Isn't that so cute? Look at them. I love this. It's a 4x6 stamp set, photopolymer, 26 stamps in here, and look at them. We've got bees and birds. Look at the little beehive. We've got watering cans and flower pots so you can plant your flowers. We've got little seed packets and the little nest with the eggs. Flowers. We've got dragonflies in here, a little windowsill, the little honey jar. I mean, everything. They're so doggone cute. We've even got like that little, what is it, little honey thing that, you know, it's not a spoon, but, you know, you put that in there and you get the honey on it and you drizzle it. Oh my gosh. Actually, I'm getting hungry now. Anyway, in here, you're going to get, let me open these up because this is not just one set of stencils. These are spotlight stencils. And you're going to get the positive and the negative. You're going to get circles. You're going to get squares. And you're going to get these beautiful arches. And each one of these, there you go, I caught it on camera. You see those? They have the alignment guides on them that we do. These alignment guides are sized for both 3 1/4 by 8 1/4 as well as 3 1/2 by 8 1/2. So no matter which size you like to use for your slimline, you're going to be able to perfectly align with those alignment guides so that your spotlights are perfectly, beautifully centered on your card. All right. Now you can do all of one shape if you want. You can also mix and match those. Even though these are slimline, you can use these on A2. You can use these on 5x7, 5x5, 6x6, whatever size you want. You can even use these on tags. You're also going to get the little cutouts. So you get the positive and the negative images. So you get all three. All right. So you can line these up. I'm going to show you some card samples to show you the different things that you can do with these. All right. We give you these for a reason. So let's get on to cards so that you get an understanding of what you do with a spotlight. Wait until you see these. Remember I said you can use it on different sized cards? This one is a little square card. It's like a little 4x4. Look how cute that is. We've actually got all three of them on here together, all three shapes, and created a little scene with all of those little stamps. Aren't they adorable? Here is a slim line where we've got the arch in the center, circles on the ends, and look, we've color blended. That's how we're getting those. We're just color blending with your blender brush. But they're beautifully sized so that they work just perfectly with all of these little images to create these little vignettes, these little scenes. Isn't that just so, so sweet? Here, we've actually, you can use any of your dies that you have on hand too. So we've got circle dies that we used. I've just pulled those out of our stash. And so you can still use your stamps with anything that you have in your stash, right? So that's where those circles came from. And then we went ahead and stenciled the circles with our spotlight stencil. Now we've got a vertical placement. This one is horizontal, this one is vertical. Look at this one, mix and match, circle, arch, and square. They're absolutely beautiful. Pop a sentiment in the center. Isn't that gorgeous? Here we're using them kind of off center, so you don't have to use the guides, right? You can use them however you want to place them. Here's a beautiful card. Look at that one. They're so gorgeous. So interactive cards. You can use these for anything you want to do. Look at that. Aren't they stunning? How about on the diagonal? 2 squares and a diamond. So pretty. So many different things. What do we have here? Here's a shaker. Look how gorgeous. That whole background is just with the bees. Look at that. I mean, seriously, is it got any cuter? Look at this. This one spins. Isn't that so pretty? Just so sweet. What else do we have in here? So many different things. Oh, my. This one actually blew my mind. Look at that. Do you happen to have a pen on hand? Anybody have a black marker in their house? That arch is done with one of the spotlight stencils. Draw a few lines on it. You got a beehive. Isn't that the cutest thing? Cutest thing you've ever seen. So many cards. I've even got more. Here's more. I don't know. I am, because I can't stop. I just love them. Look at this one. Stencil with your little spotlight. Again, got a black pen on hand. Just do some little, what is that called? Doodling, little doodle lines. Look how gorgeous. Absolutely amazing. I mean, the samples, I'll tell you, are just, look at this. Look how cute this is. Boop, 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 boop. That's one where you can put a little note in there. Darling. I love it. I'm telling you. Oh, we've even got, look at this one. This is one where, I'm telling you, they're just so cute. You can even do mini slim lines. This one is one where you'll actually find this die on HSN as well. It's the little basket weave, a little mini slim line. And so we've kind of mixed that with that. Isn't that just beautiful to have that little kind of spring trellis kind of look in the background? How about this one? Same die. It's the basket weave die. Look at that, little arches, little doodles. How cute. Really? Oh my gosh. All right, this one you got to see it. Look at this. The little bees move. The little bees move. Here's another shaker. I could go on and on. I'm telling you, I've got a ton of them. Alan's like, stop, stop, stop.
You're showing everything.
I know. I can't stop. I love them. I love this set. It is absolutely amaze balls. Amazing. Okay. So that, my friends, is the spotlight. We got one more. Oops, I just made a mess for Alan to clean. Okay, this one is also going to blow your mind. Who here loves stained glass? Raise your hands. I love stained glass. Well, this is a floral silhouette die kit. And you're going to actually get all of these dies. So you get 8 dies, and then you're also going to get these 2 stencils. I have them on blue so you can see them better, but you're going to get these 2 stencils. Aren't these stunning? This one, I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful, like burst, like real close-up look, of like a zinnia. And then this is just like these beautiful roses. So gorgeous. And then in here, you're going to get a flower that looks very much like a tulip and another one that looks very much like a peony. These are going to layer up. We actually kind of show you how they layer up on the back. But the best way to show you is, well, really to show you. Here is what one of the little tulip-like flowers looks like. So this flower, this die right here, cuts that whole white outline, all right? So it cuts that out, and then you use the solid tulip to cut out of solid cardstock if you want, pattern paper, however you want to do it. You can do so many different things with it, and then that lays behind the first one that you cut. We do the same thing then with the leafy die here, and then you place that behind it and you get that gorgeous stained glass look. The stencil in the background is this one right here, multiple colors. Just look how stunning this card is. I mean, really, seriously. Just beautiful, 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 beautiful. I'll show you this one. This is that peony. Here, let me move that over. This is the peony. Again, same concept where we cut in, we happen to do it in white, so you get that outline in white. Then you use this solid die here. We cut that out of a beautiful watercolor paper, and it has a stained glass effect over it. We actually put like a clear gloss, I can't think of what it's called, in there to give it some shine. But then the same thing goes, also use this die right here, and it cuts the piece that goes behind. Add any sentiment that you want, and you have just an amazing, amazing look. Let's see. Oh, and any pattern paper too. So you could grab, this is one of those things too. This set is fantastic for scraps. So any scraps that you, like, you know, I actually have a bin, like right over there to my left, that has scraps in it. This is something where you are going to be able to use all your scraps, because these pieces they're not really big. Here's another one we did this with, look at that. It's with glitter paper. Look how gorgeous that is. And then it opens up, little surprise. Isn't that beautiful? That's the silhouette that you cut with the first die. Stunning. Absolutely amazing. Look at, again, glitter. Let's see, what's this one? This one has the beautiful rose in the background, again with glitter. And this time we cut it out of black. You can cut that gorgeous silhouette out of any color that you want. You can do that with pattern paper as well. If you want to do paper piecing into the center of that, you can do that too. So you could get, like, instead of putting that white behind it, if I were to cut this silhouette in different colors, I could grab the center pieces and I could paper piece and insert those in there and get all different colors within there. Let's see, what else do we have in here? I've got tons of them. Look at this one. Oh my. I mean, seriously, isn't it beautiful? Pink glitter. What else do we have? This is one very simple card where we just used that beautiful kind of zinnia stencil in the background. What else do we have? Let's see, I'm digging. Here, look at this. This is on a big 6x6 card, and we've actually got both of the flowers together on that card. Isn't that amazing? So you can use them together. They look spectacular. Look at that one. It's a shaker. Oh! Look at this one here. Oh my gosh. Somebody's asking, what are those sentiment dies? Oh, that's Sheila asking. These sentiment dies, this nothing compares to you. If you look in the store, actually maybe, Linnea, if you can maybe put a link to these sentiment dies. Those are, I believe, part of the newest November collection. We have like an all occasions and an everyday set there. So anyway, look at that. How gorgeous is that? That looks like a night sky. How about this one? Look at this. First of all, it goes this way. These interactive cards are just amazing. And look with these flowers, and they're all layered up. Looks like a garden. So stunning. How about this one? Is everybody, like, is your mouth watering as you're looking at all these things? Because, oh my gosh, I am just, look at that. I love this. This has both of the stencils together. So kind of a monochromatic look, if you will, just one color with that beautiful zinnia. And then we use multiple colors, you know, in the rainbow with that, that beautiful rose stencil. And then two of the flowers. You could use different flowers there, you know, both of them if you want. If you want to use the one that looks like a peony plus the one that looks like a tulip. How about this one? This is a 5x7, and look at that, it looks like a garden. Stunning. Stunning. Oh, look at this one. I love seeing how these open. I don't even know. Some of them I haven't opened yet. Ah! Isn't that so pretty? It looks like spring, that bright yellow. Need I say more? I mean, they're just amazing. I do have more and more and more to show, but oh my goodness. Okay. I'm going to put these away. These, I'm telling you, ladies, these dies are just, or kits are just fantastic. I love them. I think they're universal. I think they're going to last a long time. I think you can mix and match with a lot of things that you've already got in your stash. Grab your scraps. What better way to use your scraps? Well, actually use them instead of throwing them away, right? We've given you a way to use them. All right, back to this one because we do have a giveaway to do. What are we going to give away? What could we give away? I think we're going to give away one of the Floral Silhouette stamp sets. Yay! So the winner is going to be able to make your own backgrounds, or actually if you look at, yeah, go ahead. There you go. If you look at our YouTube channel, we've actually got several videos out there, and you can even look on our Instagram. We've got a lot of cards out there as well too, where this floral silhouette has been used. So there's a lot of options. We've given you a lot of how-tos and a lot of suggestions and inspiration for how you can use your set. So the winner for tonight is going to be Sandra Haynes. Congratulations! Sandra Haynes, you have won the beautiful Floral Silhouette stamp set. Sandra, I need you please to send your complete name and your mailing address to customerservice@ldrscreative.com, and we will get your Floral Silhouette out to you right away. Yay, 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 yay. Oh, congratulations. All right, one more thing before I forget. Tuesday, as I mentioned, is the HSN show. Now, we have a trade show that is starting like on Sundays. We have a lot going on. And we were initially considering, because our trade show is actually going to be on Thursday as well, I was like, wow, can I do the live? But I really want to do the live. So you know what we're going to do? On the live 1 week from today, we're going to be playing with the Floral Silhouette kit. We're going to be playing with the Spotlight kit as well. So if you wanted to get yours ordered, because I know that they're up there, I just saw HSN put them out there today. If you really wanted to craft along with me next week, you have plenty of time to get your kits home already so that you guys can join in and we can make some stuff together next week on Thursday. So very excited about that. Yay! All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I had an absolute blast with you. I love doing this with you guys. It's so much fun. Best way I can think of to spend my Thursday evening. Yay! All right, everybody. I hope you guys will join HSN again Tuesdays, 7 a.m., 10 a.m. And then we will also be back next Thursday, and we'll be playing with the new HSN goodies. So everybody have a fantastic night, an amazing weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy, and be happy. We'll see you soon. Bye.